Hello friends, welcome to Free Advice with Brian Goodman. Today we're going to talk about work. Why are we going to talk about work? Mainly because most of you are doing it wrong. So I'm going to go through a few steps and a few things to look at to make your whole working experience that much better. First of all, never make more than 50K. Making more than 50K is bullshit. Why? Because making more than 50K ruins your life. The sweet spot is between 45 and 50,000 per year. Any more than that is going to have more responsibility than you're going to want to deal with. Number two, never ever take a salary position. You always want to stick to an hourly position. Why? A salary position is basically giving your employer the right to screw you over. You will absolutely have to work without getting paid as salary. And they're saying, well, your salary, so you are getting paid, or we're going to pay you more than we pay you hourly. Well, if you do the math on that 9 times out of 10, you're actually going to be making less money by taking the salary position. You tell me who's smarter. Somebody who works an 8-hour a day, 40-hour a week, work week, making whatever it is they're making, and they know when they go to work, they know when they go home, and they know what they can do with their free time, or somebody who makes slightly more than that, but they're open to whatever. Do you need to work 10, 11, 12-hour days? Well, hell, your salary, that's what you signed up for. You want to work on the weekends? You don't get extra money for that. Salary is bullshit. Always remember that. And most of the time, you're not really even making any more money. So do not accept a salary position ever. Always go with hourly. Next, your boss, never your friend. Nobody you work with is your friends. Don't think that this is social hour at work. You're not at work for that. You're at work to go there and make money and save that money and follow our plan and then tell everyone to go fuck themselves one day. Making friends makes it a lot harder to tell people to go fuck themselves later on. You don't want to do that. You don't want to get caught up in that. Making friends at work, especially with your boss, opens you up for office politics, which is the worst thing ever. Treating work like social hour, making friends with coworkers, making friends with your boss opens you up to office politics. Office politics is terrible. You don't ever want to have to deal with that. That's just dumb. You want to go to work, do your job, go home, and not think about it anymore. You don't want people from work calling you or texting you or emailing you or wanting to hang out or wanting to do certain things. That way, when you go to work and you have to do something that pisses them off, it makes it awkward. And they know that, and that's why they're doing it. It's a big scheme to make you do more work for less money. You don't want to get into that, all right? So your boss is your boss, and you don't think about that person after you leave work. Same goes for your coworkers. Never, ever spend a shit ton of money on work clothes, ever. All right, you want to get all of your work clothes from places like Goodwill or thrift stores or places like that. You basically want to break out your dress code policy or whatever it is that you have at work, and you want to follow that to the letter. Slacks and button-up shirts, you can buy those for like $3 at Goodwill. Why would you spend a lot of money? And you hear a lot of people say, oh, you need to dress to impress. That's fucking dumb. That's like prostitution. Are you a whore? No? Okay. Then you don't need to do that, all right? You need to dress for work. You're going to work, all right? When you go home, you take those clothes off, you ball them up, you throw them in the corner. Who gives a shit, okay? It's dumb. It's wasted money. You want to spend a lot of money on clothes? Well, hey, that's stupid anyway. But you want to spend a lot of money on clothes? Spend money on clothes that you're going to wear when you're out enjoying yourself, okay? You're not enjoying yourself at work. That's why it's called work, and there's a whole separate word for fun. Okay? Work, fun, two different things. Don't spend a lot of money on work clothes. It doesn't make any sense. Only do enough work to let you keep your job and not get fired. All right? Do just enough to not get fired. Okay? Let me repeat that again. Only do enough work to keep your job. Why? If you work up here and everyone else works right here, you're going to be expected to work up here. So when everyone else is working down here, and they slip below what they're supposed to do, and they get reprimanded, you're going to get reprimanded when you slip down to here, which is really where everyone else is working in the first place. It doesn't make any sense. Beyond that, you get paid the same if you do all this work or if you do this work here. Why do more work for the same pay? It doesn't make any sense. And now you may say, well, that's how you get ahead. You get ahead by doing that. You get ahead by doing free work. Explain to me how you get ahead. Explain to me how it gets me from here to here to work for free. I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, and you're like, well, You're never going to make the big money unless you do that. Well, you don't want the big money. We've already established you want to be in that sweet spot between 45 and 50K. So doing a whole bunch of free work, even if it brings you to that, ruins your life in the first place. So who cares? Who cares? What if I get laid off? What if they're going through and cutting corners and they say, well, you know, Joe Schmo here is only doing enough to keep his job. We don't need him around. We can get somebody else who does all this work for free. That's true. You may get laid off, but getting laid off and getting fired are two completely different things. When they lay somebody off for this kind of thing, they give them a severance package. All right, you know what that is? That's basically free money. Okay, that's like a paid vacation almost. All right, they're paying you to go look for another job, and if you find another job quick, you basically just got a bonus. Okay, I mean that's what it is. And then on top of that, a lot of times you can get unemployment. So you're getting unemployment and you're getting a severance package. I mean that's pretty awesome if you think about it. And, you know, really, if you factor that money in, then you're definitely getting ahead further than the person who did all kinds of work for free. So to sum everything up, basically, don't be greedy, all right? Shoot for about 45, 50K. You don't want to make any more than that at work. You don't need any more than that. There's nothing that you need that costs more than that, okay? Stick to hourly jobs. Don't go salary. You're going to regret it. You're going to give up your personal life. You're going to be miserable. Don't spend a lot of money on your work clothes. Doesn't make any sense, okay? Go buy what you need. That's it. Your boss, your coworkers, not your friends. It's not social hour. Don't treat it like that. It's just work. All right? And only do enough to not get fired. And there's a lot of reasons for that, which I won't go through again. So sum it all up. That's where we're at with work.